It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. Johnson. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
The ball carrier.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Midfield.
Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Now this throw caught left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And a Bengal first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He gets this one to Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Eagles 7, Bengals 3.
Is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Herbert off of play action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And taken right on the 30. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
after 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 7, Bengals 3.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia! James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Eagles 14, Bengals 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw him to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Herbert, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert back to the air. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down, Bengals.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
Herbert's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball. Offensively,
nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. To the air again, Herbert. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And a Bengal first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 17-14. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Herbert. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down.
A gain of 43 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
The 42-yard line.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, an even 90 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Here's second and 10.
25-yard line.
They find some open field here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 17-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. Give him 58 yards on the ground. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now this time, Allen will throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward.
Intercepted.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert is going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Hayden Hurst, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Bengals add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career, but what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there, and boy, it was pretty.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Here we go.
To throw again. Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Here's Pollard again. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Ball carrier.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Herbert now. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play there for the Bengals. 61 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
The ball carrier.
Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bengals 51, Eagles 17. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Steps away to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now Allen.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to go up top again. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You're trapped. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Counter play, Drake, and some room to roam now. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 17-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run again. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Jake
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Bengals 54, Eagles 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We, you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations,